let's get deep here. Let's challenge our own thinking. Let's explore culture here in America, especially. I want to read this comment that I received this week from Malik DeMartian. Here's his comment, quote, "Okay, I'm black and I can help you understand this the best way possible. Let's face it, we're all mixed with something. I have like 2% of white blood in me and I'm super, super, super dark skinned, like I'm talking as dark as they come. So by me having 2% of white in me, I would look so ridiculous shouting, 'I'm white,' because no one would believe me. My point is, we judge by phenotypes over genotypes. It sounds harsh, but everything is mostly about looks now, which is crazy because that's the cause of division. Pretty soon, it's going to be confusing where to draw the line because more and more races are mixing and the original races are diminishing. I was one who had an unpopular opinion about Obama being the first black president, and I'm black. He had a white mother that he barely mentioned, and it's almost like he didn't embrace both his sides, which didn't sit well with me. It's like his whole presidency was made to pander to black people's emotions, but it didn't work on me. I think the reason why some black people make this a big deal is because biracial people are commonly seen as more attractive and marketable over regular black people who are darker skinned and have more African features. So we tend to draw the line so that natural blacks can get opportunities too. Not sure how to answer this, but honestly, I just want us all to be people." End quote. Man, I love that comment. I think there's a lot of wisdom in there. And what especially stood out to me is where he had said, and I want to read it exactly what he said here, where he talks about, he says, "Biracial people are commonly seen as more attractive and more marketable over regular black people." More marketable. More attractive, but more marketable. That's the thing I want to focus on. This concept that ultimately, and I've said this in videos before, and I even thought this when President Obama was elected. I never thought of him as the first black president. I thought of him as the first biracial president. But the point being made here, the concept is that if a black person has not done something before, then let's get someone who's biracial to do it. Because they can sell that, they can make it work to open the door for people who would identify as black. Now, as I've mentioned before in my videos here, and I've asked this before and no one's given me exception to the rule yet. So far, I've seen every African American that has taken a DNA test, there is some European DNA in there. Just the way what's happened over the generations with African Americans, it's not like it's 100%. So if we were going by the one drop rule, then we're all biracial. That's my view on it. But it has to do with more on how the person identifies. But this concept that biracial is more marketable. Now, what's interesting is just last week I had a conversation with a person who I've known for many months, and I had no idea that they were biracial. I thought they were Hispanic, but they're actually biracial. They're one parent that's black, one parent that's white. And what she was telling me was, growing up in California in the 70s, was that even then, and even there, that her peers, they basically told her, you have to choose. You have to either be black or white. You can't be both. And her response is, but I am both. And so I think there definitely is this curse of being biracial in which both sides want you to identify as one or the other. They don't want you to be in the middle. But yet, I guess the upside of the curse is, well, in that case, you can be better or marketable to help people who identify as black. That's my understanding based on an outsider's perspective. But I would love to explore this concept even further. And the best place to do that is right here in the comments.